Do a walkthrough of the June 23 1H, paper 1H, question 20 from the IGCSE. Ideally, you should have done this question and you should have marked it. Now you're going to listen to me talk you through so you can see where you should have got your marks. Right, so it's a sequences question. As soon as I see a sequence question, I normally tend to think on IGCSE, am I going to end up with two simultaneous equations? So what it's telling me is 80 over 2, because there are 80 terms, times 2 lots of the first sequence, if you think about it, plus 80 minus 1, 79 lots of differences, equals 470. So that's what the first line is telling me. So this can then become, if I divide through by 40, now I'm fairly sure that will be my first simultaneous equations, or I'll do that. Then it's telling me the 75th term, so that's going to be A, plus 74 times D equals 14.5. So obviously I'm going to want to do a simultaneous equation, so I'm going to times this one by 2. So I've got 2A plus 148 D equals 29. I'm going to call that 1. I'm going to do 2, and I'm going to do 2 take 1. So I'm going to take 2A, take 79D, take 11.5. So that gives me 69D equals 14.25. Let's check that. 12. No, it's not 14.25, it's 17.25. Just at the moment. Just check that with my calculator. I should have been using my calculator all the way through. Yeah, 17.25. So D equals 17.25 divided by 69, which gives me 0.25. I now know what D is. Knowing what D is, I can now work out what A is. So A plus 74 times by 0.25 equals 14.5. So this gives me A equals minus 4 after I've worked that through. Sorry, let's just put that line in. There, so you can see where it's come from. I know what A is, I know what D is, and we are told that X divided by 2 times by 2 lots of that plus X minus 1 times by 0.25 equals 171. Working through that, that gives me minus 8x plus 0.25x squared. Take 0.25x equals 342. Going to times that all by 4 and simplify it. So that gives me x squared minus 33x equals 1368. So x squared minus 33x minus 1368 equals 0. Put this into the quadratic formula or factorize it. I'm going to choose to do the quadratic formula for this one. So that gives me 33 plus or minus the square root of minus 33 squared. Take 4 times 1 times minus 1368 all over 2 times 1. Make my calculator look like that. And then we get x equals 33 plus or minus 8 over 2, which will give me x equals 57. Sorry, I couldn't read my notes. Plus or minus 81. I was wondering how I got 57. Right, that's that one. Right. You'll go. Let's have a look at the we do. Okay. So what was the first thing that I did? Well, I used the sum of the series. And the sum of the series in this is going to be 60 over 2 times by 2a plus 59d equals 470. So 2a plus 59d equals 17.5. Right. Then I've got the other one, which is a plus 49d, using the 50 terms. Equals 18.5. Obviously, I'm going to want to times this one by 2, so I'm going to have 2a plus 98d equals 37. This is going to be 2, this is going to be 1, and I'm going to do 2 take 1. So I'm taking 2a, I'm taking 59d, and I'm taking 17.5. That gives me 39d equals 19.5, so d equals 0.5. S of x equals x over 2, then times minus 12, because I haven't worked out what a is yet, sorry, I have in my head. So put this in, I need to work out a, so a plus 49 times 0.5 equals the 18.5, so a goes on to equal minus 6 after you've worked that through. So go on to the bit that I was going to do. Now you've got to use the sum of the sequence. X terms is 209. So x over 2 times 1, 2 times that, plus x minus 1 times by 0.5 equals 209. So minus 12x plus x squared over 2. Take x over 2 equals 418. Times that by 2 and tidy it up. Gives me x squared minus 25x minus 236 equals 0. You can factorise or use the quadratic formula. I chose to factorise when I was doing this. So x must be 45. Brilliant. Well done. Remember to hit subscribe. Go and find this question on my website and have a go. Well done. Keep working.